Hey everyone, it's Kelly Laverty with Be Rooted Wellness Studio, and I'm here for another Movement Monday. This is a weekly practice where I invite you to practice along with me wherever you're at. I'm here in Westchester, Pennsylvania in my studio, and I work one-on-one as well as offer movement classes here. And at home, my hope is that you will follow along so that you can help build your relationship with yourself using movement, learning to listen to your body, and really just build that relationship one movement at a time. So this week's theme, I want us to learn how we relate to rhythm and to notice how we might approach time or tempo, speed in our daily life. It is January and it's getting towards the end of January, and you might be noticing a shift in your energy, a shift in how you are pacing yourself. Often the end of the year builds, right, in energy and busyness and time, and things come together, and sometimes the new year starts off feeling very easing into it. Sometimes we have a lot of goals or pressure on ourselves, and that rhythm might not feel too easy. It might start to feel like it's just going. You might be in conflict with tempo and how you approach time. So I'd love for you to pay attention to that, and we're going to use movement to help you notice how you relate to that. So just one rhythm that we can always tune into is our heartbeat. So I want to just start by noticing. Notice your breath and that rhythm. And then you might start to be slowing down to where you can hear or feel your heartbeat. And if not, maybe you take your hand to your pulse and your neck, or maybe to your wrist. Maybe you close your eyes and take that sense of sight away so that you can really tune internally. Tuning in to feeling the rhythm that is already moving through your body. It might be going fast. You might notice things slowing down as you pay attention. Notice how that feels. Are you someone who wants quickness, who wants to keep going as you start to slow down? Are you noticing tension or feeling somewhere else in your body? There's no right or wrong here. It's just starting to allow yourself to relate to your body a little bit more. And now we're going to move that into movement, into some body. So I just want you to start with a simple rhythm with your hands. We can all just make a movement and repeat it. So notice how this feels, this steady beat. You could do it with your hands. You could do it even a little bit more gently if you want to just take it slow. Notice where you're at. And now, how does your body want to respond? You start with movement, and then we tend to have more movement that wants to come. If we're paying attention, we might ease in, and our breath might be coming, and maybe we want to slow it down. And if you've noticed, this rhythm has started to have a little bit different movement. I'm rocking and going up. I'm adding a different body part, not just my hands, to the rhythm. So I found a little bit up and down and back. And you might follow along and see what it's like to go up and down at a rhythm. Maybe it's bending up and down. Whatever it is, allow yourself to notice and play with that rhythm, that easy, steady, back and forth rhythm, okay? Now I want you to change it up. So I'm changing it in a couple ways. I'm doing more than one body part, as well as a little faster. And then I have another rhythm going with my spine as I bounce a little. We are rhythmic creatures. We, as a body, like to have rhythm, like to find a pattern. It might be hard to do just a pattern that doesn't seem to have a pattern, right? Maybe you are someone who likes that though. Maybe you enjoy jazz and you like to change it up. So you can change this rhythm, this pattern, kind of find a little faster. Notice if you like to change often, if your pattern is something that just wants to move and adjust, that is one description of rhythm. It doesn't have to be steady. It doesn't have to be even or predictable. You might really enjoy that. And you can do like me and kind of go between rhythm that is even, predictable, right? Or rhythm, movements that kind of are not as predictable, not as linear, not as even. There's no right or wrong. Let yourself notice how you're approaching and what right now is your body saying about rhythm. What's it telling you that it needs right now? What's it telling you that it's enjoying, that maybe you didn't notice or realize that your body might want that? I'm noticing that I'm liking these longer, more fluid kind of rhythms that then have a little bit of pop of change, a pop of quick and different directions and kind of bouncy. So that for me is just something I'm noticing. I'm wanting some energy. I'm wanting to bring up the tempo for myself as I slow down. It's nice to reset and kind of ground for a moment, but then my body is not wanting to stay there. So that's what I'm learning about myself in this moment. Movement is just one way that we get to learn about ourselves and connect with ourselves. And so playing with rhythm, playing with body tempo is going to give you some information. And I'd love to know what that information is for you today. I'd love to hear in the comments, how does it sit with you? How are you noticing? Do you have a rhythm that's just go, 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 and there's no slowing, there's no rest? How would you sustain this? Is this easy? Is this hard to keep going? Does this energize you or does it exhaust you? After a while, I'm like, oh, I'm noticing my breath as I keep doing this, and I need to adjust it. I might still have that same rhythm going, but I needed to move it in a different way in my body. And that can inform you a little bit. Also, intentionally shifting. You might not want to, but it might be interesting to shift and notice how a change in rhythm, a change in your body, how do you respond? What comes up, what activates, what sensation, what thoughts? Again, movement is here to help us relate between our mind and our body. It's our communication between the two. So it's not just about being in the body, but your mind is curious and wants to learn from your body so that you can then respond in your world with different thoughts, with different patterns and different feelings. So I hope that you enjoyed this theme, this mini exploration. If you are finding it hard to practice on your own we would love to have you join us in studio or reach out. I'd love to work with you one-on-one in dance movement therapy sessions. I work with people to help them build that relationship with themselves and help you shift so that you can live more fully and more embodied and I'd love to tell you more. So comment below or reach out at one of our links. And I hope you will follow and subscribe so you can tune in each week and practice with us as we help our body, help our nervous system, help our mind and body relationship change. I will see you next week.